Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Waverley Basketball Stadium for this a double-header today between the Waverley Falcons and the Corio Bay Stingrays. First up is going to be the Victorian Youth League 1 men's teams of both squads. Waverley on a bit of a roll. They have just dropped one game so far. Corio Bay having a bit more of a struggle to get there, but should be an entertaining game as we go. So it'll be interesting to see how the teams go. This is the first time that they have squared up against each other. Of course, Waverley having dropped down to the Victorian Youth League men's competition from the Victorian Youth Championship men's grade. And it'll be interesting to see how they go with all of that. Corio Bay, on the other hand, have been progressing their way up the ranks from Youth League 2 a couple of years ago up to Youth League 1. So it's Corio and Peachmeat looking for the first touch, and it's with the Falcons. Falcons, of course, wanting to get back into Victorian Youth Championship men as Peachmeat puts it up, doesn't get to go. He can't get the rebound. And the first score of the game goes to Corio Bay. So bringing the ball down, it's with Malloy. Peachmeat now. Second shot goes over the top. He's just overcooking the shots at the moment. And the first foul of the game against... actually, it's a cross-court violation, not a foul. So Falcons now back into the Malloy drives, and this time he has been fouled. He'll go to the line. 2 shots there. And he makes both of those. Corio Bay coming back down the other end, and this time the foul against Peachmeat. So a very slow start, tenuous start to both teams. It's locked up, 1 foul each, 2 points each. This to take the lead again for Corio Bay. As Blythe puts his first in, makes the second. Malloy can't get it to Scammell. Good read there from Blythe. Now Scammell drives, dishes, gets it to Peachmeat. This time he's blocked. Scammell with the rebound. He gets another offensive board. And Malloy drives, turns, spins, can't get it to drop. Now it's with Corio Bay. Three-point shot is good. So far, Corio Bay are putting the Falcons to the torch. Malloy. It's with Malloy, he drives, kicks, and he's been fouled as he does that. So, 2 team fouls each. Corio Bay with a 5-point lead over the Falcons. Not anything to worry about for the Falcons just yet, but they don't want to let the Corio Bay team get out to a handy lead as goal on gets, Bock gets 2 points back for the Falcons. Good rebound there by Peachmead. Gets it across. Now it's with Bock. And he rolls it in. So all 1 point game. Now the Falcons running back down the floor after that missed shot from Corio Bay. And now there's been a foul. So third team foul on Corio Bay. It will be an end ball. And the shot goes down. Corey Fredrickson. Corey will probably back up today, spend some time in the champ men's squad. As Corio Bay wipes out that first lead that the Falcons had very, very quickly. Right. Corio Bay still applying pressure to the Falcons. Another nice 2 points there. Malloy drives. Dishes out to Fredrickson. Fredrickson drives also. Gets it out to Boljock. He drives. Can't get it to go. Peachmead got his fingers to it, but the much taller player in Goodyear with the rebound. Oh, nice work there between Erard and his teammate, telling him exactly what he wanted. And Falcons did not read that cut. Jock fouled on his putback attempt. Corio Bay crowd wanting to call a travel on that, but he was in his attacking steps on the basket, so he had it. As his brother comes on to give Daniel Peachmead a rest, so we have both Jocks Boy Jock and Bowl Jock. It is Bowl at the line. He brings it back to within 2. And that to 1. Well, 2. Corio Bay moving the ball very, very well at this stage, and Falcons not reading those cuts inside. However, 3 seconds in the key. Turnover to the Falcons. Last night we saw two games that the Falcons were involved in. The Victorian Youth Championship women's game against Warrandyte, where Falcons girls went down in the last quarter by 1 point in a thrilling finish. They weren't able to maintain that. They had a 14-point lead, which Warrandyte just whittled away. And down in Rosebud, the Falcons women and the champ women got over Southern Penn by 3 points. Kelly Bowen, Tegan Cunningham and Renee Moziski putting in big numbers for the Falcons in that game. So another turnover to the Corio Bay Stingrays sees the Falcons in attack once again. The ball is with Malloy. He puts it up. Nothing but nets. 3 points. The Falcons now get their second lead of the game with 3:40 to go. The Falcons would have gone into this game expecting to win. And it just looks at the moment, from the little mistakes they're making, that they were just a bit complacent in that. As Cody Fredrickson puts it up. Boy Jock with the putback. Doesn't go, but it's a Falcons ball. And Thong with the little floater. Falcons extend their lead again. And the rebound to Jock. Malloy across to Jock and Jock. Back to Malloy, now to Fredrickson. His shot doesn't go, but Boy Jock with the big rebound and put back. So the offensive rebound's definitely going the way of the Falcons at this point in time, as Donaldson prepares to come on along with Malloy and Golong. Fresh legs in for the Falcons is the idea. Fredrickson, Malloy and Boljok taking a seat. And a couple of changes also for the Stingrays. So Boyle at the line. Reduces the deficit. Misses the second, another rebound there to Boyjock. Go along, calling for a screen. Comes off to Nola. Another screen. Nola pulls up. First touch of the game, and Andrew Nola scores 3. Falcons now out to 24-16 lead. Donaldson, recipient of that, as Nola puts up the shot again, doesn't go. The rebound by Corio Bay, that was Boyle. Styles with the ball now. He kicks the ball around, gets it to Sifamonkai. Rebound there to Golong. 3 Falcons players went up for that rebound. They were contesting against themselves. Donaldson can't keep it in his fingers. Sifamonkai eventually pulling it in and gets it down to his teammates. Now the 3-point attempt is short. Comes off the ring. Now the shot goes up. Golong with the rebound. Just as the shot clock was expiring there for Corio Bay, shot got away. And Nola can't drive through traffic. He was blocked. Blythe gets the ball out. Doesn't go. Another rebound to the Falcons. Good work from Thong there to box out on the Corio Bay player. It's with Golong. He slows it down. They're down to the last 10 seconds. He's going to go drive to the basket, and there it is. And the block, unsuccessful. It's been called a foul, so Golong goes to the basket. And back onto court for the last 6 seconds is Boljock. So no mistake there from Golong. Waverley heading towards, if this is successful, a 6-point lead. 10-point lead, sorry. What did I say, 6-point? And that's what it is. With 6 seconds to go, that's where the 6 came from. 6 seconds to go. This will be, and it's a Falcons ball, turnover. Poor inbound from Corio Bay, and Coach Ilias Polianis takes advantage of the fact that there is 4.5 seconds on the shot clock to practice an inbound play under pressure. And that's something that you do every now and then. What you'll do is, if the game allows and you have timeouts up your sleeve as a coach, you'll look at situations, particularly with development squads, where you will actually try and run a 4-second play, and just to see how it all goes. So the Falcons looking comfortable at this stage. Certainly a very different situation to 5 minutes into the quarter, where they were fumbling, not looking polished at all. Now all of a sudden they've got some points on the board, and to a large extent that's come from the bench. Might try and get some of the key stats to you as Boyjock puts it up, can't go. Golong can't get the put up either. So worthwhile trying, but unsuccessful. We'll be back in a couple of minutes' time. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is heading towards the second quarter, the second period here of this game between Waverley Falcons Victorian Youth 1 men and Corio Bay Stingrays, with the Falcons up by 10 points. Make that 8 points. As with the first quarter, the first score goes to the Stingrays. Goal on, under the basket, gets it out to Boy Jock. He puts it up over the top. He was triple teamed on that. He does have the height advantage. But able to get the ball up over in a little sky hook. And we have subs coming in and refs suggesting to the Corio Bay coach to just call his subs through the bench. Styles. Poor pass from him, sees a turnover to the Falcons. Nola drives and scores. So it's 12 points. Donaldson pulls up the ball, but Harris able to get the ball to his teammate. Now Rosenfeld, 3-point attempts no good. Over the top of Styles, sees the ball fall into the hand of Andrew Nola. He's kicking it through hands. He's got Donaldson on the outside. Donaldson's shot too big. Styles with a very easy rebound there. So that's the one thing that the Falcons are not perhaps doing as well as they could. Is once the shot gets to a shooter, the other players crashing the boards and getting that front position. So that last shot from Donaldson was uncontested. Or the rebound, I should say, was uncontested. So the Stingrays with the ball. Running a high-low. And Godia can't get the ball there. This time Pete Schmidt gets the better off him. So Godia he is now the player with a height advantage. And he was very good in the first few minutes of the first quarter. They certainly look a much better squad with him on the floor, as 3 points dropped from deep corner. Again, the Falcons player not getting hands up on that shot as Rosenfeld nails it. And then the same thing happens from Nola, but Nola a lot further back as a turnover. So turnovers, Falcons have not committed one. That is now the 6th turnover to the Stingrays. Nola with another 3. And Andrew Nola is now 3 from 3 from the 3-point line. Godia kicks the ball back out. Attack. This time poor pass. Godia needs to have his hands up ready. Donaldson can't get it to go. Good rebound there, and it's 1-on-1. Oh. Goal on there. Unlucky. He pulled out of the contest so that he wouldn't get a foul. And the Stingrays player, having put the ball up, came down and made contact, just enough contact with Golong's leg. So Harris misses the first. So Waverley with the only foul of this quarter so far, 3 minutes in. Good rebound there from the Corio Bay player in Ruiz. Nola drives, goes into a wall of Stingrays players, and down the other end, Rosenfeld makes the Falcons pay for that. Tim Angus, his shot doesn't go. Donaldson with the rebound and the putback. Tim Angus a little bit lucky earlier. The refs didn't see it, but we could see it from up our vantage point. Is goal on goal and picks up a second foul. And this is not something that the Falcons coach will be happy about. It's rather undisciplined play. And again, as I was about to mention, Tim Angus putting two hands out, trying to restrict the Stingrays player earlier, was lucky not to pick up a foul there. Rosenfeld gets it across to his teammate. He's going to come off Goodyear, turn the corner, pulls up, can't get it to drop. It's Nola with the rebound. He's got Bold-Jock back to Nola with the 2 points. Good show there from Jock. A little bit of elbow there from Erard. Just letting Nola know that he was there. Ruiz can't get past. Well, he can't get past, but he'll go over the top of Andrew Nola. Great jump shot, banked off the backboard. And Corio gets the ball into Jock. Peachmeat with the offensive rebound. It's back to Peachmeat, back out there to Fredrickson. He will float it in. And he's drawn the foul. Hasn't made the basket. So Tim O'Leary, the coach, barking instructions to his team for Stingrays as Rosenfeld has a chat to the ref about why that last foul was a foul. Fredrickson nails both. 42 plays 26. Good hustle there from and pressure from Peachmeat. Ball is now with Nola. His shot goes up, doesn't go in. Peachmeat with the rebound. Gets it across to Fredrickson. Now Nola. Malloy getting ready to come in for the Falcons. And Nola drives and again has drawn a foul. That's the second team foul on Corio Bay. As Nola makes the first. And the second. So Nate Malloy comes on for Andrew Nola. Bold-Jock with the rebound. Now with the ball in his hand, drives, steps through, is rejected by Goodyear. It's with Ruiz. He pulls up. This time, his jumper well short. And he's going to take a seat. And on comes Sefa Monkai. In other Youth League men games that have played today, Camberwell Dragons up over the Hume City Broncos 91-78. Last night, Casey up over Ballarat by 96-77. Werribee went down to the Jets 77-89. And in their first game for the weekend, Corio Bay up over the Dragons by 4. Geelong was the other game. They defeated in a country derby, they defeated the Bendigo Braves 99-87. So if Corio splits the weekend, they'll be relatively pleased, but at this stage, with Falcons holding on to an 18-point lead with the potential to put it back to 20, which will be the second time in this game they've made it to a 20-point lead, it's hard to see that the Corio Bay boys will get back into a winning position. Tim Angus misses that shot. We'll try and give you some of the other results around the league as well this week. I've already talked about the other Waverley teams that have played this weekend. But we'll have a look at some of the other divisions as the shot goes in. Great work there from the Corio Bay player. It is Darcy Stiles, I think. No, it was Erard. Tim Angus drives, kicks it out to Jock. Jock now drives and he's travelled. So we might just have a very, very quick look at if we can. There we go. We'll have a quick look at the Div 2 women with a number of ex-Waverley players playing in that competition. Erard skips the ball across the top. Shot way too long. That was a desperation shot there. Malloy round the back finds his way up, and Pesmich with the offensive rebound and the put back. So last night in D2 women, in the early game, Northeast Bushrangers went down to Craigieburn Eagles. The Eagles now are 6-0. So they've started the season off extremely well. Wallen promoted themselves to the top of the ladder with a 13-point win over the Melton Thoroughbreds, 68-55. And Coburg went down to Collingwood All-Stars with a 37-point turnaround to the All-Stars from half-time. So a great effort from the All-Stars. Just having started, Blackburn Vikings will complete the D2 women's game for the weekend. They are hosting the Mornington Breakers, so we still don't have any stats on that particular game there as well. In the state champ men, Keilor went down to Knox 96-84. Eltham over the Blackburn Vikings 82-75, and the Ringwood Hawks travelling very well this season as defending champs over the Casey Cavaliers by 6 points, 100-94. So it will be interesting to see how because there are a number of games. There's 6 games this afternoon. doesn't seem to be right. No, there are 3 games this afternoon. It'll be interesting to see how those games go, because that will determine 2nd, 3rd and 4th on the ladder, to see whether Team Eltham and Waverley stay in those positions. Hawthorn also playing very well in that league as well. Down in State Champ Women, as I said before, the Falcons got up by 4 over the Southern Pen Sharks. Sunbury got back onto, after losing 3 games straight, got up over Keilor Thunder 69-54, and the Broncos in a very, very close game over McKinnon. McKinnon is starting to play good basketball after what has been a bit of a slow start for them. As we see the fast break there from Nola, another 2 points. So they got up over McKinnon by 3. Coming up today, Bulleen versus Knox, Eltham versus the Hawks. And Nola with another fast break. This time he's got Blythe running with him. He's going to take them on, and he's drawn the foul. So so it's not being called a shooting foul. It's before the shot, apparently. Interesting. In VYC Women, which is the other division that Waverley supporters are interested in. Again, as I said to you, Waverley went down to Warrandyte in the dying seconds of the game. That's up on YouTube already, so if you didn't catch it, you can have a look at that game. As Goodyear puts the shot up, this time it doesn't go. Malloy with the rebound. Kicks, well, nearly a very good pass, but just touched by a Corio Bay player on the way through. One of the refs saw it, which was good. So Waverley went down by 1 point. Knox and the Broncos played, but we don't have scores on that, as Matt Scammell nails that and now is being called for a foul, and that's caused a timeout. So that's the 3rd team foul to the Falcons, 4 on Corio Bay. Well, actually, is it a timeout? No, it's half time. It's half time. So yeah, just finishing off the Victorian Youth Champ Women's competition stats. Ringwood up over Kilsyth. Melbourne gets up by 15 over the Bendigo Braves. Bulleen goes down, not having a good season, is Bulleen. They went down to Sandringham. That was a big, big score, 89-58. So Sandringham almost doubling the scores, not quite. And as we said, Falcons went down. At 11 o'clock this morning, Altona 78-55. Randy Shanklin's got those girls playing extremely well. And currently on court, Dandenong is down to the Diamond Valley Eagles. This is not the Dandenong teams that we're used to seeing. Ballarat and the Ringwood Hawks are tied at the rings, 37 each. Knox is behind by 14 points to the Melbourne Tigers, and the Sabres are up by 2 over the Nunawading Spectres. We'll be back shortly. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Waverley Basketball Centre with the news that the Waverley Falcons Victorian Youth 1 men are up by 55 to 28 over the Corio Stingrays. And and we are just about ready for a start here. As the Falcons bring the ball in. And poor pass there from Malloy, trying to get the ball into Peachmead. But well read by the Crow Bay players. Now they're kicking the ball around. Rosenfeld across to Erard. Hand off to Ruiz. Ruiz is hands off again, and the shot goes up, but big rebound there from Fredrickson. Sees the Falcons back down into attack. Falcons kicking the ball, gets it back to Fredrickson in deep corner. His three is good. Refs not really noticing the two hands on players at the moment. So they're being consistent in letting it go, but as good work there from the number 19, that's Boyle, as he bulked his way to the basket. Scammell into Peacematch. He kicks it across the Boljock, sorry. And Goodyear draws the foul. As I said before, I like Goodyear. I think he's adding to the Corio Bay team in a positive way. I think 1 or 2 more years in this squad and suddenly he's going to be a very handy player. Not that he isn't now. Both baskets go down. So that takes Jock up to 12 points. Three points is now up to 15. So a missed shot from the Falcons. Now sees the Corio Bay going to the basket. And that three-point shot, no good. Peacematch with the rebound after a bit of juggling. Fredrickson flying down the court. Kicks it across to Jock, who gets his own rebound. Now back out with Malloy. He drives, gets it to Peacematch. Blocked there by Ruiz. Now with Rosenfeld. And I'd like to see Goodyear just attack the basket a bit more. He does have that height advantage over Peacematch. Malloy, long three, in and out. Peacematch with the rebound. This time, no, he still can't get it to drop. Having a very dry day is Daniel Peacematch. And 2 points to Rosenfeld. Second highest scorer for his team. This time Oh, no, Peace Mitch still can't get it in. He's almost doubled his score. And this to do just that. So subs in for the Waverley Falcons. This time it's Daniel Meach sitting down, and into the game is Boy Jock. 3-point shot goes up. Malloy with the rebound. Read that bounce better than the Corio Bay player. It's now back into Boy Jock. Out to his brother and Bowl. And Malloy short, but Jock with the rebound. This time it doesn't go. Good defense there from the Malloy. Boyle with a shot in and out. No luck at all for the Stingrays this quarter, as the Falcons hold a 32-point lead. Fredrickson nails another three. So 2 points to the Stingrays. Boyle kicks the ball inside. Goodyear can't control it. It's back to Boyle. And the ball juggled through hands. It's ended up with the Falcons player. And now we've got a player down on the floor. A little bit of head contact there. There was nothing in it as Ruiz gets up. So it'll be a baseline ball, this time to the Stingrays. So 3 team fouls on the Stingrays at this point in time. And the steal. This time it's Boy Jock going all the way, 2 points. And finally a basket to the Stingrays. Fredrickson can't get his shot to go. Get the ball kicked out. Picked up by the Stingrays player in Harris. It's Harris. Yep. And suddenly they've gone on a mini tear. 5-point run. What can the Falcons do? In and out. Goodyear with the rebound. Gets it across to Harris. A shot over the top of Malloy's hands. It's come out to Scammell. Scammell back to Malloy. Back into Boy. And Fredrickson with the three-point attempt. Doesn't go. Malloy with the rebound. He puts it up. And he's been fouled. So a lean passage of play there for the Falcons, where the Stingrays managed to close the gap ever so slightly. Sees Malloy go to the line. Nate Malloy on 5 points at the moment. This will make it 6. Leading scorers for the Falcons at the moment are Andrew Noller and Bold Jock. So another rebound to the Falcons. That shot went up a bit too quickly there. Corio Bay needs to be a bit more patient in their offense. And now, Boy Jock with 2. That's a better result for the Stingrays. They've either got to get the ball back very quickly in transition and score on the fast break, which we've seen them capable of doing, or they have to get the ball through hands, which is what happened on that last occasion. Another basket, though, from the Falcons. That's the other thing they have to do, is to somehow lift their defensive intensity, because the Falcons are just walking away with this game at this point in time. And Thong with the fast break for the Falcons. Golong with the steal and the offensive rebound, and he will go to the line. So Golong to take this out to a 78-40 lead, 36 points gap. And he does that somehow. But down the other end on that fast break, that's what I was saying before, that the Stingrays are good on that fast break. It's back a little bit, but then the foul. And that's the 5th team foul for Corio Bay this quarter. So now the Falcons go to the line every time there is a foul. No mistake on that one from Boy Jock. As the crowd continues to build today, it's a good crowd, but the Corio Bay section is quite quiet. They were very noisy in the first quarter, but the Falcons have really managed to take them out of the game. As Ruiz, he's been good. Gets the ball back, and Nola's shot doesn't go. End of the third quarter. End of the third quarter. We'll be back in about a minute or so's time. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for the last 10 minutes of this game. Coming up at 2:30, so in about an hour's time, is the state champ men teams. Waverley taking on Corio Bay. This has been traditionally a very close contest between these two teams. However, Corio Bay going through somewhat of a rebuild at the moment. Under coach Paul Hutchinson. Hutchie, of course, one of the original members of the state champ men's team when they entered the competition some 6 or 7 years ago now. As we see the Falcons in control of this game and of the ball at the moment. So the bench very much on as the 3 points goes in. A nice basket, nice little sky hook there from the Stingrays player. However, it is 83-46. Hard to see Corio Bay getting back into this game as there is a violation, this time against the Falcons. So the rebound, poor pass there from Nola, and now the Falcons may pay for this. No, Nola getting the steal, and he has been fouled. So 1 foul each. Golong brings the ball down, gets it back to Nola. Nola back to Golong. And into Donaldson at the top of the key. His pass poor. It has luckily been kicked by one of the Stingrays players on the way through. But it was not a good pass. It wouldn't have been picked up there by the cutter. So Tim O'Leary, the Corio Bay coach, asking his players to keep working, don't give up this game, even though it is beyond them, I would suspect, at this point in time. And now Fredrickson fouls Ruiz. And Ruiz is going to take a break. He's obviously disappointed in the scoreline, but he shouldn't be disappointed in his own efforts. He's been very good today. As Nola reads the ball really well and gets the quick pass. Now Falcons applying pressure down the floor. Donaldson has just reached, didn't need to do that. Third team foul for the Falcons. Second on Donaldson. And Harris with a 3. Poor shot there from Nola. At one stage in the game he was perfect from the 3-point line, but he's lost that as Harris pulls up another one. This time it's short, rebounded by Thong. He gets it across the goal line, back to Nola. That's going to be 2. So 3-on-1. That was a training drill for the Falcons. Corio gets the ball to his teammate. Oh, that's nice. But good block from Golong. Again, back to his teammate in Thong. Donaldson can't get... Oh, no, it's not Donaldson. It's Fredrickson. Just with a little tap. It's back with Golong. Perhaps not the right decision on that. Sees the ball with Harris. And again, a little hook there. So the ref's letting quite a few transgressions go on both sides. Donaldson can't get it to go. Fredrickson almost with a steal. Corio now back to his teammates. And Nola with the foul. That's the 4th team foul on the Falcons. Beachmeat coming in for Donaldson. Probably a good sub at this point in time. Donaldson just a little bit out of control on some of his defense there. Golong drives, gets it across to Thong, down to Nola. Nola pulls up. This time it's good. 90 plays 51. And a easy bucket there for the Stingrays player. Peacematch. Thong drives, Can't get it to go, but he's fouled, so he will go to the line. So, coaches in the crowd suggesting how the Stingrays players should be playing this game. And Thong takes the score out to 92 for the Falcons, 53 for the Stingrays, as both coaches bring in the subs. Fredrickson with the steal on a bad pass, gets it across down to Nola. Nola takes on the teammates. Angus with the rebound. Unlucky not to have been picked up the foul. Fredrickson with the offensive rebound, back out to Angus. There's been no call on that play. There should have been something, but finally there's a travel called. Well, I think the refs have done a pretty good job overall, but there is just a little bit of loose play coming into the game, and they do not want to let it get out of control at this point. And Golong with the block. Sees the ball into Peacematch's hands now. Down with Golong. He drives, gets it to Peacematch. Back out to Nola. His shot doesn't go. Golong tips it out to Nola. Angus back across. Nola will take another 3 attempt. It doesn't go. This time it's Stingray's ball. Angus, good active defense on the player, and that should be a 5-second. It is indeed. Great work from Angus there. So if you're watching and you don't understand that particular call, when a player is being actively defended, they have 5 seconds to get the ball off. If they're not being defended, they can camp there for half an hour if they want to. The only issue with that, of course, is the shot clock, as Tim Angus nails a 3 down the other end. So a good couple of minutes from Angus. And unfortunately the Stingrays player stepped out of court, so another turnover. That's been one of the weaknesses. That's their 15th or 16th turnover for the game, compared to 6 for the Falcons. And the Falcons have pretty much scored off every one of those turnovers. So Scammell back into the game. Ball is now with Angus. Gets it to Scammell. Scammell drives. He can't get it up, but I'll tell you what, boy Jock can. Another offensive rebound to the big man. And another putback. Peacematch with the rebound. Nice work from him. So the last 2 rebounds going the way of the Waverley Falcons. Peacematch outside, gets it to Angus. Angus now hands off. And Fredrickson can't keep the ball in. However, it has come off number 33. That's Erard for the Stingrays. Again, Peacematch not having a good offensive game, but defensively he has been very strong. Angus giving away a foul there. We'll see Blythe go to the line. I think it's Blythe. Yep. So Scammell bring the ball down the floor. Angus drives, gets it to Boyjock. And the ball's gone out of bounds off a Stingray's hand. Nice inbound there. Fredrickson scores. And gets the steal. Ball, however, has gone off his hands out of court, so all right, it's been called a foul. Well, interesting. Never mind. That is the 5th team foul for the Falcons. They are in the bonus. Corio goes all the way down the other end of the court. And they're going to be shooting. At this point, as the state champ men start to arrive and find the warm-up courts, Waverley very much in control with 1 and just 3/4 minutes to go. As Scammell drives. Angus turns the corner, gets it to his teammate in Boyjock. There's a travel. So, leading scorers for the Falcons. Andrew Noller with 27 points. Boyjock with 15. Fredrickson with 14. Boyjock with 13. And Nate Malloy with 8. As Fredrickson gets the rebound. And he's been fouled. Be interesting to see whether this is called a shooting foul or not. And it's not. It's going to be an in ball. For the Stingrays, Ruiz with 15. As I said, he's done a great job this game. As Scammell floats it in over the top. Another block to Boyjock. But 2 points to Stingrays player. As Angus he's just going to pull the pin and he nails it. So leading the rebound count is Boyjock on 12, Peacemitch with 11. And there's another block to Boyjock. Goodyear on 9 along with Boyjock. And Ruiz is the next leading rebounder on 8. As Scammell picks up some more stats for himself. Angus can't get it to go. Stingrays driving hard. 3-on-2. Now 3-on-3. They've lost their advantage. And nearly the ball, but they've somehow managed to control it. They're down to the last 10 seconds. And the shot goes up, doesn't go. It's gone out of bounds, off the Falcons players. It will be a 14-second Well, it won't be 14 seconds because we're down to the last 11 seconds of the game. One last possession. And it rolls in. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Falcons win this game 104-59. We'll leave you with a few of the highlights, and we will see you back here in about 35 minutes' time.